want to speak a lot. I only want to say that last year, we believed that we need to launch DAB+ in Spain, yeah, as a public broadcaster, and we did it. Yeah? And it was a very special moment for us. Yeah? But everybody said, hey, it's only this launch and you will do nothing. Next slide, please. How can I? Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes, this was the launch that we have in Spain. And people say, hey, and that's all. No, it wasn't all at all. We made a workshop on digital radio here in Madrid. Some good friends came for over the world to be here in order to say, hey, it's the moment to do this in Spain. We were very lucky to have a lot of friends. And we start the deployment. The deployment was quite simple in cities. Monthly, on a monthly basis, one city to have the opportunity of explaining what we need, why is important DAB+, why is strategic DAB+ for Spain. And after a year of deployment, we will reach a coverage of 15 cities. And everybody says, hey, and they have stopped to deploy. We stopped to deploy because we were thinking in something bigger. Something really bigger. And we were thinking in those things when we suffered in Spain a blackout. And the day of the blackout, everybody changed in Spain because the perception of the radio changed dramatically in Spain. We will see what happened the day of the blackout, and we have a video to show what happened that day. But the infrastructures of broadcasting, the day of the blackout came very important.
Okay. Thank you, Javier. And good morning to everyone. It's a pleasure for us to be here, and thank you for the organization to invite us. It's always good to be here in Madrid, to see so many familiar faces and to see so many people gathering from around different countries around the world. So hopefully this could be a fruitful discussion. So as Javier was saying, during the blackout in Spain, we have seen which is the power of the radio. I'm from Barcelona, and I live in a neighborhood called Gracia, which is, let's say, a small town in the middle of the city. And during the blackout, what I've seen was plenty of families and people and neighbors all together in the street, sharing radios and sharing communication and sharing their life among themselves. At the end of the day, as Javier was saying, this power of the radio as one of the key, or maybe the key, mean to deliver information, to communicate, and to be close to the citizens and to the people, I think that this is quite probably the most important thing, which is quite a lot. So allow me to put for a second my hat of Vice Chair of Broadcast Networks Europe, which is the trade association representing 17 companies across Europe for the broadcast network operators. And here in Brussels, when we discuss regarding the new mandate for the new commission and the new strategic things that we need to further discuss and further develop in terms of policy at the European level, for sure the concept of security, resilience, sovereignty, those are key concepts for the new commission. We live in a allow me to say, complicated environment, complicated new situation across the world. So we need to be sure that in Europe, at least we are able and we can ensure that citizens will reach communications in times of crisis and in times of things that happen, because at the end of the day, things happen. No? Here you have some pictures. Again, this is something from you, Javier, no? Yeah. The one in Madrid, people sharing radio. I think that this is quite a key thing. Exactly. Then we have the radio, and quite an important picture, no? The Commission also announced its own kit for resiliency in case of war, in case of crisis, and they suggest and they propose that every European citizen have a DAB radio, battery-powered, at home in this kit. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is a need. And radio plays this role. Radio is the only mean that can play this role in these times of crisis. Why? Because radio is based on reliable, secure, and also sustainable, which is also important. And it's proven to be essential in times of crisis. Also in Spain, we had the DANA and we had the blackout, as we were mentioning. So in all the situations, radio has proven as the main mean in order to keep citizens informed and well informed. So this is one thing, the criticality of the networks, which is a key asset in order to ensure the national sovereignty and the communicative resilience for a country. This is something really, really serious that needs to be ensured. And second, here, also we do really think that terrestrial broadcasts are a key pillar for Europe values and also for democracy. Why we say that, which are big words, no? It's just marketing. No, we do really think so, because at the end of the day, in terms of universal coverage, in terms of free access to services, those are the real networks that provide those services. No other network can provide similar services. So for this, we do really think that they are essential to reach citizens, as we were saying, and for press freedom, public service, pluralism, media independence. You know better than a network operator. Here, you are the experts on that. But I think that this freedom of access and this universal coverage is quite a key thing in order to ensure those values. Also, in terms of social cohesion and in terms of cultural diversity, at the end of the day, we have local radios, we have regional radios, we have national radios, and all of them, they comply or they cope with a specific target audience and providing specific information for all of them. And Javier, if you want.
We need the AB+ here in Spain, directly. We need it. We need it. We need very high coverage. Without coverage, the AB+ is nothing, absolutely nothing. We have to ensure these investments for a long time. Perhaps the most appropriate idea nowadays is to think that we will need DAB+ from now to 2040 and beyond, yeah? And if we don't do this, we probably won't have the viability in the future to reach the citizens directly. So it's very important to be in this long-term scenario, and to be there is not only important to deploy. If we don't have radio prominence in cars, we won't have nothing, absolutely nothing. It's quite essential. In a previous session, we listened an announcement in order to collaborate, and there were three very important actors that have to collaborate in this process: AER, EBU, and WorldDAB. If we reach a common position on prominence, it will be fantastic in order to defend radio. And we need it. It's absolutely essential. I was speaking about the blackout, but perhaps it's not good to speak about the blackout. Perhaps it's better to see what happened in Spain that day. Please, video on.
Se ha producido un apagón de luz generalizado que está afectando a toda la península, a España y a Portugal.
The blackout that struck the Iberian Peninsula is one of those events that people will remember for years. Where they were, what they did, and most importantly, how they found out what was happening.
De momento la confusión es la nota predominante de un hecho.
In the first moments of the blackout, information was limited. Rumors and speculation spread quickly. Citizens couldn't make calls, send messages, or access news on their phones. Even charging devices became a challenge, as most people had no access to electricity.
Que no puedo estar informado porque no tengo una radio con pilas.
Emergency power systems, known as UPS, had for a while. But once their battery ran out, devices without backup generators simply stopped working. Yet, not everything went dark.
Vamos a intentar recabar toda esa información que nos están compartiendo los compañeros de las emisoras territoriales de las
Thanks to
áreas.
generators, both radio and television stations remained operational. But it was radio that played the most vital role. It continued broadcasting over FM, AM, and DAB+, reaching car radios and battery-powered recyclers. In fact, many stores quickly sold out of batteries and portable radios, and for many young people, it was the first time they had ever used one.
Nos hemos informado con una radio de una vecina mía, mayor, una radio que debe tener 100 años.
According to the Spanish Sociological Research Center, 62% of citizens turned to radio for information during the blackout. And the most listened station? Radio Nacional. In moments of crisis, citizens rely on their public broadcaster, a source they trust.
Lo más probable es que si hasta ahora intenta ponerse en contacto con alguien sea difícil o imposible.
The broadcasting networks used by Radio Televisión Española were prepared for this emergency. As a public service broadcaster, it's our duty to ensure the widest possible coverage, the greatest continuity, and above all, to be there when it matters most. Because real public service is provided and will continue to be provided through broadcast.
Thank you so much. Broadcast is part of the public service directly. We can't forget it. And we had an announcement this morning, that it's very likely that before going on holidays, perhaps at the end of this month, something will happen in Spain related to the AB+. My announcement in this case, RTVE is or has a strong commitment to lead the deployment of digital radio in Spain. Thank you very much.